Hey, everybody, off the Mike Sports Network here, WrestleMania reaction. So we've already talked ad nauseum, like, the main event was not the greatest thing in the world. But let me tell you, a title change that happened on this show that was one of the great moments, honestly, one of the greater WrestleMania moments, and it'll be flow under the radar, is Dominik Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship. Because, guys, okay, first of all, this kid in 5 years, he's been a North American champion. Now he's the Intercontinental champion. And I'm watching this, and I've been watching in the build of this. Dom has been getting steadily more over with the crowd, despite being one of the most detestable heels for the last 3 years. What? For the last 2.5, 3 years? And he got one of the biggest pops and one of the bigger emotional, moments and title changes in the maybe in the history of WrestleMania. I'm not even speaking of the pop that he got kind of just warmed my heart because this kid has been fighting a losing battle being Rey Mysterio's son, and then he turns into one of the most detestable heels ever. His debut match was against Seth Rollins in what was a great match in front of nobody. And here we are 5 years later at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas against three of the best in the world. Braun Breaker is a rising star, is a freak of nature, and he was outstanding in this match. You got Penta, who's literally been on the roster and is one of the best luchadors ever. And then you got Finn Balor. Finn freaking Balor, who's been doing this for as long as anybody. And Dom was clearly the guy that everybody wanted to see win that match. That tells you that Dom has done an incredible job in his career in elevating himself. Like, think about where we were at SummerSlam last year when he helped Liv beat Rhea. Everybody hated him. I was on this stream here just going, yeah, you piece of shit. I am genuinely thrilled for Dominik Mysterio that he got that win at WrestleMania and won the Intercontinental Championship, a title that his father has held. His father has retained and held at WrestleMania. It sucks what happened to Rey. He tore his groin. That was revealed. That's why he had to miss the match against El Grande Americano. But even Rey, even as a dad, has got to be proud of what his son has done. In really, I think, carving his own image. I think what the heel turn really did is distance him and establish this, this character and really this dirty Dom, mantra and thing and everything that has gone with him throughout his entire career. And Sunday was the culmination of that for Dirty Dom. And like I said, when you go into a match with three of the best in the world and you win a championship at WrestleMania and everybody is universally 60,000 people going crazy for you after they had been booing you mercilessly, if they've been booing you mercifully for the last, I don't know, fucking 2 years. That's unbelievable. The kid's over. And I don't know what the plan is moving forward. Maybe they make Dom the baby face in this thing with Finn Balor. Because the kid's over and he's done an unbelievable job. Like I said, it was a great match. Penta looked great. I was so elated to see him. Braun Breaker is a freaking animal, everybody. He's coming. I don't know when he's going to go after the championship, but that guy is coming. And that spear through the table was one of the best spots of the whole freaking WrestleMania. Spear and Carlito. God bless Carlito. All that guy does is die. And then, Finn, Finn can't win at WrestleMania, and he loses to his Judgment Day stablemate who sort of stabs him in the back. And then how about Dom getting a curtain call at the end of this thing? Walking up the ramp, he just runs past everybody, goes back into the ring, goes on the turnbuckle and celebrates with the fans. Like, seriously, I couldn't be happier for him, man. And I can't believe, after all the years of him just being genuinely the most detestable heel and getting, massive amounts of heat, for him to turn it around and get this type of reaction in front of a WrestleMania crowd after, like I said, this guy has eaten it at WrestleMania the last, he couldn't get on 37, which was disappointing because that's when Rey and him won the tag team titles. They won it, I think at Backlash or something. 38, they lose to Logan Paul and The Miz. 39, he loses to his dad. 40, he loses to his dad again in a tag team match with Santos. And then this year, he gets to win a championship. So I think this was honestly one of the feel-good moments of the entire weekend. To see a talent who has been much maligned for a lot of his career, partially because of who his dad is, and because he's been trying to cast his own shadow. Also, I think it's just he's been really good, and I think a lot of it's just gone really underappreciated for a while. But this was a wonderful moment. It's amazing that hey, John Cena's crowning moment is great, but Dom might have had maybe the great moment for a title change this entire weekend. That's kind of wild to even think about. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.